Evening, aloha. We have 1st of January 2023. Welcome in the new year. I hope everyone started the new year as well as I have. So quick wrap up of today because I really focus on two things, which is finishing all of the documentation for Wyre so I can send it to them on Tuesday, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Well, yeah, on Tuesday, where everyone's coming back to work. And the second part, really less important today, was to, again, play a little bit with GPT. But before I start doing that, I had I had a meeting with Jay where we were actually finishing some stuff. We're gonna meet tomorrow to hopefully complete everything, although I don't think we will actually manage to finish everything because there are quite a few changes that will have to be done before we release everything. Details, I think tomorrow we will actually manage to finish the main feature, and later on we will just have to fix some details on onboarding and like how everything goes and flows, and make sure that everything is spotless on every single section. But the goal for tomorrow is really that we sit down and finish the cashflow section and we get all of the results as we really want them to have. So maybe by 15 of January everything will be done and I'll be able to start onboarding everyone. That's really the goal. And yeah, the evening I really spent on having a dinner and then playing with the ChatGPT, where I was trying to build some sections, trying to build some calculators, trying to build some different stuff, and really playing and trying to understand how the ChatGPT, what kind of instructions it needs to get to give me a proper code and to give me code without the errors. Unfortunately, that's not as easy as every single code I was playing with today had a lot of errors, and unfortunately ChatGPT wasn't able to solve all of them. So as far as it's an amazing tool for giving the base, if you want to start from or like to learn, or if you are super experienced and you know what you do, if you want to like save some time in writing the code itself, boom, you write what you want them to write and it's there. It's super quick, and with the small amounts of code or small amounts of commands, it's really good. If the code is getting larger, it's a little bit more complicated for it, but what's good with it, you can actually reference the stuff that from different pages in the code, from different sections in the code. You can reference it because it stores all of the data and understands all of the data from the conversation before, which is amazing. So for example, if I'm writing the comment to write the one page A for example, and then I would like to write the page B, and then in the page B reference something from the page A, it will understand, it will write, and even it will connect both of them, and yeah, I can do all of the references between those two pages, or even a third page and just do the references between those. So yeah, it is great. It is really good, especially if you have deeper knowledge about the topic that you are working with. Beautiful. But that is said, that is not about the ChatGPT, it's more about Uniflow, and what's the most important is that once we finish with Jay tomorrow, the stuff from the cashflow feature, every single user of ours will be able to see the future of their finances 2 years ahead. which I think is going to help a lot of people actually see how the money works and understand how the money works, and see that every single decision they make drastically change their balance few months from now, especially if they're saving money, and or especially if they're running out every month and they're not sure whether they can spend money or not. This tool will really help them to not do that and not make those mistakes and make better decisions on a daily basis. So as far as ChatGPT is amazing, Uniflow is going to change how people think about personal finance. And the second feature that we already developed is that all of the financial and personal data are yours. So we don't store any of it. We don't want to store any of it because we believe, or I believe, that all of the data should be stored by users. So everything is purely encrypted and decentralized. So we don't have the ownership of the data. Our users are the owners of really everything. So yeah, I can't wait for release. Everything right now it's really up to J tomorrow and in upcoming days. So we'll see how that's gonna pan out. And thank you very much for today. I hope you started the year as well as I have, and I wish you all the best in upcoming 365 days. Thank you very much, and I see you tomorrow.